Hey gang, what is going on? I'm on the move once again, and today I'm just off the highway, off of I-75, Interstate 75, and I'm here at the Wild Cow Prairie Cemetery. Let's take a look at some of these old graves. Now, before this busy and noisy interstate was here, this beautiful piece of land got its name from the wild cows left behind by the Spanish. Now, in this cemetery, there's also some Indian War and Civil War veteran graves. Now, people started settling in these parts just after Florida became a state back in 1845. In 1873, the first homestead grants in Florida were given out. This encouraged settlers to move to the state. And by the mid and late 1800s, that's when towns like Oriole, Croom, Pemberton Ferry, Bushnell, and Bricksville started appearing on maps. Some of these are now ghost towns. This colored X on the map here is where I believe, in my best educated guess, is where the cemetery would be located on this old map. Now here's Interstate 75, and this road is one of the reasons why this cemetery may be in danger. The county has recently identified this land as prime development. And as you can see in these photos, the cemetery sits right back there at this exit. Florida pioneers settled here. We wouldn't even be here today without these brave souls who settled in the heat and swamps of the Florida wilderness. To even think about moving this cultural and historically significant cemetery just sickens me. In loving remembrance of Frank L. Smith, born August 14th, 1857, died January 1st, 1909. Now these two graves next to Frank's grave were his two infant children, a boy and a girl. This little boy didn't even live a month long. Back then it was hard living, and sadly, many children didn't make it. Sacred to the memory of our mother, Ann S. Benton, died January 19th, 1880, aged 57 years, asleep in Jesus. Now this child right here passed away in 1880. This child bears the last name of Pemberton. Pemberton Ferry was a town that wasn't very far from this cemetery. Pemberton Ferry is now a ghost town. Right here's a grave of a Civil War veteran. And over here we have some veterans from the Indian Wars. I grew up being taught to respect the dead and our history. This place needs to be left alone. Now there's some good people out there that are trying to save this place from possibly being developed. And I'd like you to visit their Facebook page, Save Wild Cow Prairie Cemetery. Please like the page. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description. Well, I just got back in the car. It started to rain, so I hope you enjoyed this quick little video of the Wild Cow Prairie Cemetery here just off of Interstate 75. Well, before I go, friends, I would just like to remind you to be excellent to each other. I'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care, and video is now completed.